Tribe. Okay, so we're back. Uh, so there may be something significant about that as well. Some form of interruption that took place or some type of perceived pause that you may not have been taking too positively. Okay, you may have felt you dropped the ball on something, but I'm being guided to let you know that everything is divinely in alignment. Okay, working out exactly as it should. Okay. Yeah, something about the Ten of Winter, the resolution of difficulties. Okay, this is what fell to the floor. So you being able to move out of this proverbial cold spell, this place, this this space and place, splace, this place and space of feeling really weighed down. Okay, the weights have been lifted off of your shoulder. Okay, the end of an addiction or codependency. So great job if you relate to having any type of addictions to sugar, media, whatever substance or anything that would be or have been or has been siphoning your energy. Okay, congrats on that. That's a huge accomplishment. All right. And something about an emperor, you stepping into this foundation of leading with your heart and also having logic and the ability to create, okay? Using logic and structure to increase your success, getting organized, a firm and compassionate leadership style, okay? Beautifully done, beautifully done, okay? What do you want to tell us, okay? So something about, all right, so you're really stepping into your masculine energy in healthy ways, okay? Separating from Queen of Spring reversed, okay? Feeling that you don't have the intelligence that you need, feeling that you don't have any loyal partnerships, you're not talented, all of this negative thinking, okay, as this came in reverse with the Queen of Spring. Okay, believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. Okay, really understanding this new balance within yourself. I love that energy that you're in. And you see, in the recent past, you stepped into this King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Okay, this. So I'm picking up that this reading overall is leading towards specifically you, the self, okay? And the way that you represent yourself or see yourself, okay? Perceptions around you changing due to the way that you have perceived yourself, okay? Changing the way you see yourself, all right? And then in the near future, with this Princess of Springs reversed, okay? You're being reminded to remain optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic, okay? So there may be situations that pop back up, okay? Because based on the planetary alignments and astrological events taking place, there may be something around something coming back around. Let's put it that way. Something coming back around that will need to be addressed as well. But you're in this King of Summer and Queen of Spring, okay? Something significant about the summertime, something significant about the springtime, okay? Right now, you're taking action on these talented perspectives and aspects of yourself. So that's beautifully done, all right? And you're being warm-hearted as well. And if we look at this card, we see in the background that there's a lot of darkness, okay? A lot of space. So let's not look at darkness as something bad, but darkness as in space to create, okay? I'm also picking up negative time. If you're unfamiliar with that, or if anything's not resonating so far, go ahead and check out another space to gain and glean some insight into this human experience. But for now, and or share to someone that does need this. But for those of you in the tribe, so really being able to create from a negative space, okay? Transmute energy that would have been perceived to be horrible or horrific and really turning it into a masterpiece, okay? You're being a masterpiece. I'm picking up Monet. I'm picking up architecture. I'm picking up different layers of conscious, creative, talented, and mature understanding. This is beautifully done. Beautifully done. This energy is good. Thank you, Fairy Tarot, for those bits of insight. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and put the Fairy Tarot away for now. You all have been appreciated, and the action of me speaking to these cards would represent the action and understanding of an understanding that everything is energy, frequency, vibration, right? And there's significance in me saying this. Okay, so something about communication as well, all right? You really being able to glean and gain insight through different levels of perception and communication, okay? Okay, so you're being guided to do something differently, okay? Accessing different books of wisdom, okay? We'll go ahead and read from this now, get some insight from there. And I'm picking up that Previously, within history of the human understanding, we have looked at logic and experience and history and wisdom in one specific context, and or you may have put yourself in a box that limited you to see one specific context of something. But you're opening up, okay? I'm picking up new chromosomes being discovered as well. I'm picking up the sigil of Saturn. All right, so you may want to look into this. I'm picking up Islam and Judaism with Saturn. So something about something about a black cube, the black cube of Saturn, okay? So being trapped in a three-dimensional perspective in nature, okay? Where the soul being four-dimensional, all right? So something about Saturn, okay? Okay, being represented as well in a Corona bottle, okay? Scythe of the Saturn of God. So something about okay, so something about the Saturn crown, all right? That may be significant for some of you, okay? And also cosmology. You may want to look into cosmology as well, okay? And the physical cycle or the cycle, okay? Phi, Phi, those things may be significant as well. And the Taurus, okay? Taurus as the zodiac symbolism, and Taurus, Taurus, or even Taurus, the vehicle. So something about a transition of Earth. Okay, now I'm picking up on this energy of the transition of Earth, okay, and the dimensions and frequencies. And I'm picking up rapture, but in the terms, how would I put this into words for us, tribe? Okay, so I'm seeing a rapture happening, and we can look at this in a biblical context, but what I'm seeing is the grids and understandings of consciousness have been energized for evolution. And now we're seeing so many different aspects of different timelines happening at once. And these timelines happening at once as Earth has been energized to evolve, okay? And we are being a part of Earth and on this realm, okay, of human existence, all right? The spirit having a human experience, let's use that axiom. We're seeing all of these different timelines take place at once through devices that connect us instantly, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, right? Even picking up on electromagnetic frequencies as we are energy ourselves, similar to antennas, okay? So I'm picking up something like this, yes. Here's the imagery, okay? So the planet, the full picture of the globe, okay? And even if you want to look at it from a flat Earth perspective, if you want to look at it as a realm, a dimensional, no up or downs, no left or rights, for context of this reading, okay? We're able to see all of this happening at once, and this can be overstimulating. I'm picking up overwhelming as we separate from this Saturnian cube, okay, or the dominion that specific groups that would be lower vibrational entities that have been attempting to maintain a perception of control over the species, the consciousness, the way of being, the way of life, okay? We're evolving past this and out of this, all right? And also, thanks to you tapping into and healing the perceptions of yourself, what you are, what you can be, this has raised the vibration collectively, okay? I'm being guided to mention it this way, all right? And I want to, okay. So this message may be going around for our chosen ones, okay? I'm using the Magi Got the T, the Chosen Ones 144 deck, okay, from Magi the High Priestess. Okay, check her out. So something about dream messages, synchronicities with 222, 333, 444, 555, 1111, and 1010. Okay, your name holds power. All right, so you're being reminded that your name holds power. All right, you're being guided to spend time alone. Okay, and work with some crystals. All right, look into metaphysics, look into the energy and the metaphysical properties of these crystals, okay, because your dreams are coming true. So something about your name holding power in other realms of dimensions and consciousness, all right, royalty reverse. So there may have been some type of destiny swapping taking place, which has been a theme throughout different spiritual communities and circles, and awareness being brought to this. And we're seeing that awareness with light workers calling their power back, understanding this now. Okay, yeah, trauma reverse. We're the trauma of the empath, okay, being in reverse. We're taking that energy back, all right? And you don't even need to sage your space at this point, although if you'd like to, and that's a part of your spiritual practices, your beliefs, whichever and wherever you find yourself in the omnism of it all, you're being guided that you have cleared your space, your energetic, your inner space, your inner temple, okay? Because you have a big mission on earth. All right, so you may resonate with the chosen ones, the 4,400, 144,000. I'm also picking up 4400. You may want to go check out that film. There may be subconscious hints or hits that will awaken you to this. If you've never heard of the 4400 or the 144,000, do some research, click the link in the bio, book a session with me, and we can go over it and just specify. All right? Not only are you a miracle, one is on its way to you. All right, Char, this is really good energy. I'm picking up goddess energy, right? DNA upgrade, okay? DNA upgrade. Yeah, so you're adjusting your settings. I'm picking that up too. Let's see. Okay, adjusting your settings. Wow. This is beautiful energy. All right, stepping in, tribe. Okay, so we'll pull one card from the 144,000 Oracle deck, okay? And then we'll go ahead and pull from the psychological thriller. Okay, I'm also picking that up too, but we'll pull from the psychic tarot deck as well. I'm also picking about so something about you picking something, peeking around something, getting into something, tapping and dibbling and dabbling into something new, okay? Possibly a spiritual practice, possibly a sexual thing, possibly this feels, but also with technology, okay? Dibbling and dabbling with technology and its features, okay? You being a human being as well, and part of that and more, tapping into your and playing around with your abilities to create, manifest, okay? So having fun with it. All right, so we got goddess energy. So that'll be the theme, okay? And we do have these colorful lights happening, so that I'm picking up that LGBT energy or the rainbow or Archangel Raziel reflecting these colors. So adjusting settings. Okay, so adjusting the settings for your technology, which is your human DNA, your logic, your emotional body, your spiritual body, okay? Your chakras, your tantra, okay? I'm picking up tantra, but stepping into some form of goddess energy. Yeah, and adjusting your spine too. Okay, something about the waiting game. Let's get a little bit of insight. Okay, so possibly saving your emotions and your heart and how you feel about others and situations, okay? Saving this energy, really balancing out your heart chakra after some type of storm or waiting game. You may have been waiting for some type of goddess energy, irreverent or irrelative and or irrelevant of gender. Yeah, you're moving on from something. You're moving on from some type of false promise and stepping into the truth. Okay, yeah, you're moving with the false promise that was causing you some type of mental conflict. I'm picking up much more of a relationship energy with yourself and the external or another person, soulmate, twin flame, whichever label you'd like to use for these things. Okay. But the waiting game around the truth of your heart. Yeah, some truth that you're holding deep within you is being expressed. You're moving away from any type of mental conflict, right? The energy that I'm picking up is you no longer denying your divinity, your worth, your value, right? You stepping into it, yeah. Positive movement forward, literally. Stepping into some positive movement forward around what you know you deserve, what's good for you, unapologetically. Yeah, getting out of this headspace of conflict, yeah. Such a heavy, dense energy there. Yeah, you're stepping away from it and moving with your heart. You're not waiting anymore to feel loved, to be loved. You're allowing yourself to be loved. This is beautiful energy. And also stepping back and away from just the love aspect and the emotional aspect with the heart chakra here, but you're really healing your perception around reality, okay? Society being a part of reality, not all of reality, or the world being a part of the experience of being human, not all of it, right? So really being able to reorganize, recollect yourself, and move forward with these new understandings and with your intuition, right? Being able to see beyond the veil, okay? Having one perception, being able to look into the mirror, okay, of the divine, the all, and opening new doors in the mind, okay? And the numbers that we have that may be significant that also came up in this reading, 222, 444, okay? Because we have 3 twos, okay? 2, 2, 2, okay? So really balancing mental conflict out, working with your intuition around what you would perceive to be a waiting game, all right? We also have 666, 888, 2020, so something about 2020 vision, right? With the number 20 here, breaking down into a 2. So again, something really divinely aligned, okay? with you. So your stability being infinite and divinely aligned to balance out your perceptions around abundance, okay? Even erasing mental conflict through using intuition, okay? So organizing that mental conflict, using your intuition and getting out of this waiting game and making things happen. I'm picking up hustler energy. But in the sense, when I say hustler, I feel, okay, not allowing yourself to be hustled, not allowing yourself to be rushed, you going at your divine pace, and wherever that finds you, you're happy with it as you are in this goddess energy, okay? God, goddess, flip it, mix it, however you need to understand it, right? Flip it, mix it, okay? And I'm also seeing something being reflected back to you, all right? Something may be natural in nature, okay? I'm also picking up, so the divine is letting you know that some type of faucet is going to be releasing for you, okay? And I'm picking this up as a cleanse, a rush of cleansing energy taking over for you, okay? Nice. All right, tribe. We're going to go ahead and leave it here. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm so glad to finally see years of this, finally seeing us grow and connect and the messages being able to reach those that need it. Okay, you're gonna take a break, get some water. All right, maybe you need to drink some water as well. If you're not watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click the link above in the bio. Check out all of my other products, services, and the dimensions of myself. Check out the shorts. Go ahead and check out the other videos. You may find other subconscious messages that help activate you and bring you out of this energy that may be mentally conflicting you or possibly was before. And if you already knew that, then here's your reminder. All right, tribe? All right, see you next time.